So everybody can become a millionaire before retirement. But what you need to ask yourself is, how much do you have to invest to become a millionaire on retirement? Let's take this. The last time I did a video, I explained that if you invest 15 Ghana cedis a day or 450 Ghana cedis every single month, you can become a millionaire in the next 20 years. And this, if you can see behind me, this is a proof of what I was talking about. So this is a compound interest calculator I built for you guys. So the last time I talked about 450 Ghana cedis over here with an average annual interest rate of 18% within the next 20 years is going to give you 1 million Ghana cedis. But the most wonderful thing here is that you only deposited 108,000 Ghana cedis. That is like making this 100,000 Ghana cedis work for you. So instead of you just putting the 108,000 into a savings account, making it sit there for years, what you can do is to put it into an investment that can give you an average of 18% for the next 20 years. Do this 15 Ghana cedis a day or 450 Ghana cedis every single month. You'll see how wonderful compounding works. And let's go down here. So over here, you can see that you invested 450 Ghana cedis every month for the next 12 days, for the next 12 months, which gave you 5,400 Ghana cedis, right? That is your investment. So at the end of the year, you make 468 Ghana cedis from the 5,000 Ghana cedis, 5,400. If you put them together, you're going to make 5,868 Ghana cedis. Someone might be like, but it's not money. Yes. So this is an investment you are just putting in for your money to work for you. So this is how compounding works. Within the first year, you made 5,868, right? If you are investing again, the second year, you are doing this same 450 Ghana cedis again, and you're going to get 5,400 again. In the second year, if you add this to this, you are going to make an interest of 1,600 instead of 468. You can see clearly here. So you can see that now, instead of you making 468 Ghana cedis, you are making 1,600. That means that your investments, adding up this and this, will give you around 11,000, right? But you are making 1,600 because of the total. This method keeps on going. So it will take you 8 to 9 years to make your first 100,000 Ghana cedis. But the next 100,000 from 119,000 is going to be shorter because of the rule of 72. So over here, with this same 18% average interest, right, it will take you less than 9 years to make the second 100,000. It took you 1, 2, 3, within 3 to 4 years. That is almost half of the 9 years. So it took you 8 to 9 years to make your first 100,000. But it takes you less than that, less than even half of that. That is 1, 2, 3 here. In between, that is 1, 2, 3, 2 to 3 years to make your second 100,000. That is the power of compounding. So this money tends to accumulate all the time if you keep on being consistent without even withdrawing the money. Be consistent, don't withdraw the money, and let the money go. That is how you can end up investing only 450 Ghana cedis into an investment that provides around 15 to 18% and can make you 1 million Ghana cedis without doing any work. This can be for your retirement or can even be for maybe a project that you want to do. We will be talking a lot about compound interest calculator on this series. So if you have not followed, make sure you follow me here and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are not a member yet. So someone might be saying 1 million within the next 20 years, is going to be nothing. So that is why we added this inflation rate here. So imagine we have 10% averagely. I mean, in Ghana, we can go as high as 15, 18%. But let's say you are making, and we are hitting an average of 10% annually within the next 20 years. This is the value that you might be getting. You are making 1 million, the real purchasing power will be around 154,000 if the average is around 10% inflation. When we talk about inflation, it is more of the purchasing power of your money. So if you have 10,000 Ghana cedis sitting in your bank account without an investment, if 10,000 Ghana cedis can buy you, let's say, a tablet or a MacBook for 10,000 Ghana cedis, by December or by January, February, that 10,000 Ghana cedis will not be able to buy you this same tablet or laptop or MacBook. You will need to add up. That means that the purchasing power of this money has been depreciated. Inflation is simply when the prices of goods rises. That is why on this same compound interest calculator, there is a strategy that you can use to also beat the, even if you are not beating inflation, you would be working towards inflation. So another strategy you can use is by adding a percentage every single year. So what you can do is that you can add 10% every single year on your monthly deposits. So let's say I also decide to add 10% onto my monthly deposit every single year. So first, if you are making 1 million Ghana cedis and you use the strategy of adding up every single year on your monthly deposit, if we calculate, we will be able to make more. That is 1.7 million Ghana cedis. And the purchasing power will be around 236,000 Ghana cedis. If you are owed with 1.7 million Ghana cedis, I feel you are still going to be able to, use this money wisely till maybe you are no more. And 1.7 million Ghana cedis will still be money in the next 20 years. Imagine you decide to add just 5 years onto this 20 years. Let's calculate. First, we had 1.7 million. Look at what we are going to make. If you just give yourself another 5 years, you're going to get more than double of what you made in your first 20 years. That is why we say compounding is so powerful. The more time you leave your money, the higher interest you make. So if you are in your 20s right now, this is the best time for you to use compound interest to grow your money before you reach 30. So if I am in my 30s and you being in your 20s, if we are to start investing 500 Ghana cedis a month or 600 cedis a month within the next 20 years or before retirement, before we hit our retirement, you are going to make more money than I do, because I might have only 20 years to retire, but you might have around 30 years to retire. So if you want to use the power of compounding, there are so many investments you can go in for. You can go in for ETFs, go into stocks, specifically ETFs, because ETFs can give you a stable interest between 10 to, let's say, 15% annually. So you can use ETFs to grow your money in the long term. You can also consider using mutual funds. If you are investing in mutual funds and you are getting around 15 to 18%, you can use mutual funds like IC Liquidity Fund, Stanbic Cash Trust. There are many mutual funds around. If you want to learn more about mutual funds, check the link in the description below or visit my channel for my mutual funds video. You can also go in for Treasury Bill. Treasury Bill can do that. But the unfortunate thing is that you might not be able to deposit every single month because Treasury Bills only give you access to maybe 3 months, 8 months. You can do that, or then maybe save the 3 months and come add it up. There are provident funds and other insurance funds or pension funds that you can also use your contribution to do that. So if you want to do your own investment and be able to track it by your own self, you can use stocks and ETFs or mutual funds to do that. If this video was informative to you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Share it to someone who needs to hear this.